By popular request, today we're talking about the Venom piercing. You're probably asking yourself, what is a Venom piercing? Well, actually, it's a double tongue piercing through the muscle. The reason I say that is because your tongue is two separate muscles connected by connective tissue. A normal tongue piercing, like through the center, is going through that connective tissue. Now we're talking about going through each muscle independently. Now, if you're getting this piercing, it's obvious you need to get pierced with barbells. And of course, they're probably going to have to be a little bit longer because it's going through that muscle tissue and it's going to swell a little bit more. Now, as far as the placement goes, there's a couple different ways you can go about this. Some people will go completely vertical, up and down. I personally like to angle mine in just a little tiny bit. And the reason being is if they're out, you don't want it rubbing up against the gums. If you get gum erosion, teeth can fall out. We've talked about this in the past. So you got to be very careful with the placement so the beads aren't resting up against the gums. This piercing may take a month or even up to a couple months to completely heal. Now, the average swelling for this is probably going to be a week to 2 weeks before it's down. It's going to stay swollen quite a bit longer than the typical piercing because of the amount of muscle tissue that you're actually going through. The other thing is the placement is super essential and downsizing is essential so you don't cause gum erosion or teeth problems. This is the biggest issue people have is they're careless with it, they eat too fast, or they go to a piercer who doesn't place them properly and it causes that general irritation all the time, which of course our teeth are important, we got to take care of them and they're connected to our gums, so we got to take care of the gums too. Two piercings through the muscle, it's gotta hurt, right? Only one way to find out, let's check it out. It's up there again. When you do two piercings, that second piercing always hurts a little bit more. And through that much muscle tissue and having to be accurate, it's gonna hurt a little bit more. Not to mention that your piercing is gonna be swollen, and for that week to 2 weeks after is gonna be a rough week to 2 weeks. So this one's a little rough. Now this one's a little bit intense, but it's still a pretty awesome piercing. Normally, I'm not a big fan of most of the other piercings. You got your traditional straight in the middle. It's a great piercing as long as you have the proper size jewelry. This one's pretty awesome too because it's still back far enough where it can stay away from your teeth and your gums. And it has that look. It's not the scoop piercings, it's not the snake eyes, the frog eye, any of those. It's something different, and you don't see a lot of them, making it more unique. You know I like these unique piercings, so if you can get through that week to 2 weeks of that rough heal, this is an awesome piercing. So up to 2 weeks with a swollen tongue. Do you think you can do it? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed my video, make sure to give me a like, subscribe, and of course, keep putting holes in your body. We'll see you all in the next video.